football playoff preview and a chance for a top 10 team in the land to lean on the energy from the home crowd and knock off the #1 team in the country. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. He'll bring it out. It's West. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Power football with the run. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The 20. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. He's now piled up 68 yards rushing for him now, and that is a way to make your presence felt in the early part of the season. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Aggies. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it, and that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
Bringing it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Trying to do it on the ground. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, it's Bryant. Plucks it out of the air. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they'll put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football effectively. Those passing win.
Touchdown, Aggies! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Nowhere to run, and down he goes after losing 6.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football,
it's a little bit faster by the offensive line.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played it.
Intercepted. Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've
intercepted to stop the threat.
Well, everything was going so well for this team early here in this game, and now all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take the field?
You're right, man. The momentum swings so fast, and now this defense's job is to go out and stop it, right? Like, we made a mistake. You huddle the guys up, sudden change. Be aware they might take a shot down the field, but let's grab the momentum right back.
Here comes that Alabama offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Leaves it with the running back. Not much movement there. It's a gain of 1. Gets him out to the 5.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. He'll run it again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. From midfield, looking for room. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete.
Man, this defense is dialed in. Already forced one interception. Had a chance right there to get another one. Everything this offense does so far, they are reading it, breaking on it, making some plays.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Bryant. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
At the pace this guy's going at right now, this could be a record-setting type day. This could be a game for the ages for this dude. He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up that 1st down. This is still the first half, guys. What is this guy capable of doing the rest of the game? We're going to find out.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Back has it. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies!
They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the 2nd quarter yet, and this offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
We've reached the brink, and Texas A&M leads it. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the 1st quarter as we take a look at the stats. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Might be changing the route. Looking to pass, it's Russell. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run play action. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play. The football back.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. The give to the left. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Here's the handoff. Pushes his way for a couple and gets it to the 7-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Unloads to the right. And he throws another interception. His 3rd one of the night.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Morrill. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment beat. Dang, you talk about home field advantage? Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was looking for more. room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Caught in the backfield, it's Edwards. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Back to throw, it's Russell. Makes the grab, it's Cooper. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. You want to talk about aggressive or nuts? This offense is staying on the field inside their own 30. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Grabbed near the marker, it's Cooper. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. They'll try the right side. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this third down. Making side adjustments here. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Russell. Just a short pass to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Snap from the gun on third down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds. Alabama pushing the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Quarterback moving. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out.
He's got it. They will score. Touchdown tie.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Fielded in the end zone. It's West. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Under fire. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Motion from the wideout. Dropping back. It's Bryant. Unloads to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Swings it out to his running back. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there.
Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Fires to the wideout. Tosses it incomplete.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
They were on the move, but two straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gonna let it fly. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
He might want another play. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's go! Back to throw, it's Russell. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
He'll get rid of it. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Throws into the middle of the field. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession. Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Give to the running back. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be...
He's going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it trickled through his fingers.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
They'll run it from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best.
He unleashes a long one. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Looking to throw, it's Bryant. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Turnover margin always goes such a long way in deciding who wins the football game. Interception number 3, that is no bueno. Got to take care of the football. Can't keep getting your defense in a bad position, putting them on the field time and time again.
Here comes that Alabama offense. They'll run the toss. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
On the run, fires downfield. It's caught. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
Keeps looking downfield. Pulls it in. It's Turner. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. Alabama pushing the tempo. Caught in the backfield. It's Robinson. There he goes. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. with the run on 1st and goal. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run the option. Now the toss. And that one will go and reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Pressure coming. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Oh, they blocked the kick. Scoop it up and going the other way. Got a lot of room to the right. Crosses midfield.
After that blocked field goal, that just sums up the kind of day it's been for these guys, right? It's not just offense and defense, but even on special teams. They haven't been able to execute. They've got a lot of areas to improve on the next time they take the field.
So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. He's got him.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Looking for a man. It's Bryant. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that.
And it's his 4th interception of the game. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, the good news is after that 2nd pick of the 3rd quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that if this guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the 2nd half.
And it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the 2nd half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
Leaves it with the back. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over him.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He rifles one deep down the right side.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
With a double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll send the back in motion. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He'll take the deep shot. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
Well, at this point of the game, in the 2nd half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every 4th down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are on the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
The Aggies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to throw, it's Bryant. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man in the middle. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's 1st down in the red zone at the 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Armstrong. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. 2nd down coming up in this red zone opportunity. going back to the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggies.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they wanted. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game one, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
Coming out with it, it's Smith. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him one.
At the 19-yard line. Second down coming up.
Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. They'll give it to the back. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. Alabama quickly back to the line. On third and short, the power run here. Turning it on. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Try to get it to the edge. Got the first down. Looking for more. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. When they've got him looking run, now to pass.
They go backwards on the play. Brings up second down.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Wants to throw. It's Russell. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
And that's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long, man. It's been hard. It's been a struggle, and receiver and quarterback just not on the same page. Somebody out wide needs to step up, needs to make some plays for their QB because they're in a huge hole, and they need some explosive passing
plays. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Looking for room. It's Morrow.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away.
Oh, he's got some space. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different and find a way to make something happen.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute, you got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the Aggies are facing third and inches. They'll try to get it through the air. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Little shovel pass to the running back. Looks as if Texas A&M will have enough for the first down.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On fourth down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver or a tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Texas A&M.
Yeah, and how about this offense, man, putting another drive together, getting in the end zone. And here's the deal, going on the road, handling these conditions in game 1, they've done a phenomenal job.
Texas A&M 42, Alabama 7.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Smith. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
Will take over 1st and 10.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Looking for space. It's Turner.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
No gain.
Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Dropping back, it's Russell. Quarterback now breaking the field. And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Needs it to keep this drive alive. Still on his feet at the 35. Turns it on down the left side. The 20. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
He'll bring it out. It's West. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
Offense will take over 1st and 10.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. At the 45, on his way. Flying out to the left. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
13.
On the run from inside his own 5. Makes a move. He found some really good running room on that one. It just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. They think there's room to run to the right here. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back.
Breaks into the open. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
The old toss, right? Toss it to him on the perimeter, get on the edge quickly. The receivers better block on the outside. Go get me some positive yards, get a fast guy in space. Nice play call.
The give to the tailback. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They're testing the right side here. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
They go to the ground. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
With the catch, it's Robinson. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Alabama pushing the tempo. To the air, it's Russell. Trying to burn this defensive back. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Trying to slam it. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They took it 64 yards right down the field. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's West. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. With the clock running, this should be the final play.